All right, Shalom. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and a sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing the truth and sincerity. And what I have here, it says Joe Biden is angry that Americans are complaining, which, again, I can say that's not new. But he's angry that people are complaining about these gas prices, food prices, everything going up. But he don't care. And it's funny. It's really funny because this is what people was hoping that somebody on the political side or someone in the office will listen, including him, or to get him out of office. But he just sees that people are just getting ignored. They got these votes and they wanted him in because they wanted Trump out. And this is what y'all get. So y'all have to put up with him. And people are being ignored. People are pissed off. No one's happy. Hell, I can even go into the first scripture right there if I wanted to. But I'm gonna play this clip right real quick because this is really really funny. That this is what these people get. This is and people's in a crunch right now because them prices are no joke. Every couple of days you're pouring gas into your car because they not only kick the prices up, but I believe me and the brothers believe that they put water in that shit. But let's play the clip real quick.
First, let's see what the leader of the free world has been up to lately. Well, the president is angry, my friends. Angry that people are complaining about not being able to afford fuel and gas and food. Then they realise he's changing lives.
I don't want to hear any more of these lies about reckless spending. We're changing people's lives.
Now, Americans may be wondering why energy costs are so high, whether we're talking about gasoline or how to heat their homes or cool their homes. And Biden is very keen to blame what he calls the Putin tax. But what is happening is precisely what he said would happen if he became president. And the impact of Biden's anti-fossil fuel policies is being felt across the country. But to be fair to President Biden, he was honest during the election campaign. He said he would back these green policies even if they caused considerable pain.
3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes.
That's $7.29 a gallon for a small car with a 12-gallon tank. It would cost you $87 to fill it all the way up.
Number one, no more subsidies for fossil fuel industry. No more drilling on federal lands. No more drilling, including offshore. No ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends.
Gas prices are so high, the Isabella County Sheriff's Office here says they've actually blown through their fuel budget already, so they will respond to some non-emergency calls by phone.
I've never seen anything like Putin's tax on both food and gas.
Not so much a Putin tax as a Biden tax. And the Biden administration still hasn't learnt anything. Listen to its climate czar, John Kerry, say they don't need to drill for more gas and oil.
And energy security worry is driving a lot of the thoughts now about, we need more drilling of gas. We need more drilling of this. We need to go back to coal. No, we don't. We absolutely don't. And we have to prevent a false narrative from entering into this, or, again, pun intended, we are cooked.
And see, this is all part of the plan. This is literally all part of the plan. They know what they're doing. The people just, as they know, is docile to what they plan to do. I would say a lot of people's waking up to the bullshit, but people still had to feel the crunch about it. So this is Isaiah 24:4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish." So these people are not feeling good. They are very, very upset, angry, you name it. And to go into that word languish, it says to be or become feeble, weak, or innovated, or innovated, Slovakia. To be or live in a state of depression or decreasing vitality. To become dispirited, to suffer neglect, to assume an expression of grief or emotion appealing for sympathy. So there you go. That's what these people are feeling. Dispirited, they're suffering, they're in a state of depression, decreasing vitality, which is decreasing of health, really. And they're expressing grief. Everybody's upset. You gotta pay more gas, pay more food, pay for everything that's higher. And the hell, I'm hearing people talking about two things. This time of year is actually a terrible time to buy a house or to buy a car. I'm hearing that now. So I can only imagine everything else. This place is through. There's no bringing it back. This is the prophecy that we be talking about. They are orchestrating this. They are planning this. They are literally doing all this on purpose, so they can speed up their process of the MOTB, of everything that got to go down. They know that the Lord is coming pretty quick. We don't know when. How they can, quote unquote, make a small recovery out of this, which they won't, because everything will still be high. But they'll try to do, as they're starting to do now, they'll try to increase the amount your jobs pay for, or to pay you for, which still ain't going to help much, because that gas is still going to keep going up higher and higher, or they're going to keep diluting the gas to the point you need more. So anything goes at this point. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand." So this is what they do. They set up their puppet leaders to take the face of the blame. Meanwhile, they're in the back working on the next phase of what they need to do. Because even you hear it, they even she said it, and this is what they call America. Whoever is president, they're president of the free world. So when you go into that definition of free, and it has a lot of definitions. I'm not going to go over all of them, but probably just at least half. It says not costing or changing it or charging anything. So if he's the leader of the free world, everything should be free, but nothing in this world is free. Everything comes with a cost. And he is charging not only us for every goddamn thing, he's charging everybody else outside as well. But the outside, by outside, I mean the foreigners, the Gooks, the Ishmaelites, but they are getting paid more than the average people here. Funny enough. Especially more than the Negroes. They get set up, they allow them to set up the alcohol spots, the pizza spots, all their own businesses in the ghettos or near the malls, and they make a profit off of us. Now let's continue. It says enjoying civil or political liberty. No, I'm not seeing none of that. I don't see them enjoying it anywhere. Enjoying personal freedom. Okay, you could take that as how you go. Not subject to control or domination of another. Well, and this, mind you, this is in the same one that says enjoying personal freedom. So that crosses out because you have to go to work. It says not determined by anything beyond its own nature or being. See, and that's where the confusion gets in, where you could be any goddamn thing you want. Again, that still comes with a cost. It says made, done, or given voluntarily or spontaneously, which you still have to work to get what you want or to be given. relieved from or lacking something, and especially something unpleasant or burdensome. Well, that cuts it right there because everybody still got to worry about bills. Everybody got to worry about gas. Everybody still got to worry about food. I'm talking about even before this whole price went up. People still had to worry about that stuff. Not bound, confined, or detained by force. Guess what? You got prison systems. When you are young and you have to go to school, you are bound, confined, and detained to stay in that school. They say, and the funny part is, once you go to school, they don't want you leaving school until they say it's time for you to leave. But guess what? If you don't go to school, Child Protective Services kicks in, and the parents got can go to prison for that stuff. So, but let's say if you was homeschooled, guess what? Listen to the words, homeschooled. You're gonna have to still learn the school. You still have to learn the school's curriculum, to whatever homeschool or whichever school allows you to be homeschooled. So you're still confined and detained to do that work. Having no obligations as to work or commitments. Guess what? You still had to work. It was key words in there. So, all in all, your freedom is a lie. Your freedom always comes with a cost, and your freedom has led up to this. To more gas prices, to more confusion, to everything happening to point everybody's just angry, pissed off, and sad. But they'll say, oh, we're still free. Free from what? Meanwhile, your so-called leaders, I'm not even talking about just this walking abomination that's just decrepit. I'm not even talking about your Jesse Jackasses or your Sharptons. Or even your mayors. I'm talking about the rats that are just planning left and right. They send up the quota saying, okay, we're going to say this and this and that. The people are going to follow it. Because guess what? It's going through the media. It's a spell. And these people fall for it. And now that they fell for it, they get angry. They fell for it. Like the suckers they are. So, and here's the proof of it. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So they could set up who they want, tell them all the pretty speeches they want. People will fall for it. Then when they lie about it, that's where that war comes in. That's when that drawn swords come in. They was lying about it. So we was trying to stab. They saying we telling you the pretty words, but we're here to really stab y'all in the back because we know we can do it. Not just within the society, but they're trying it everywhere. They go to other countries, try to talk the peace talk. Then what they do? Bomb and kill innocent people from other countries. Then they'll do the same thing again. Peace talk. There goes war again. America's been in war since the beginning of this place being built. I'm sorry, even when they started taking us down, it was still at war. So guess what? This is what y'all people get. Y'all fall for the pretty words. Guess what? Here comes your so-called president making the war on you people. And that's all you get. Just pretty words in a fight. Pretty words in a fight. Y'all just chasing y'all tail looking for a way out to say, we're hoping this place lasts. But the way we see it, we're not seeing it. So get this guy out of here. Put another president in. Guess what? He's going to be even worse than the last. Get him out. Guess what? You put another one in. Worse than the last. So y'all people still voting, still trying to have a merry life. Y'all fail to understand that y'all was screwed from the start. But this is what We want Esau to keep pushing stuff like this. We want the agenda to keep going, so the prophecies can keep going. So everything flows like they're supposed to. This place gets worse and worse, but our chances of getting out of here gets better and better. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go into that. Just wanted to really go into that because these people fell for the hook, line, and sinker. But Lord willing, this is a little edifying, and with that, shalom.